We on the podcast, baby.
Club Talk. Jay Brody. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. You're now listening to that Club Talk. And now, your host, Jay Brody. 1, 2, 1, 2, ha!
All right, we are back with another episode of Cloth Talk Podcast. If this is your first time listening, make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe, like, and rate button for me. Leave me a review and rating on iTunes. I would greatly appreciate that. That would help me move up in the rankings rather. Today I am super excited about today's guest. This man has been putting in fucking work. This man, you probably heard his name, but we got him on here so that y'all can learn a lot about this man. Lil Louisiana has joined us on the program today. How are you feeling today, man?
Man, right now, man.
You've been busy. I've been seeing you. I've been watching.
Say. I'm going to tell you like this, man. It's comfortable on this couch, though, you know?
I always try to make my guests feel comfortable. I always try to make it a nice, relaxed, chill environment so we can have good old cloth talk.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you having me here.
Absolutely. So the first thing I want to talk to you about before we get into this album, which, you know, like I just told you off air, I really like this album.
Yeah.
But before we get into all that good stuff, I think this is a good opportunity for people to they know your name. There's a lot of people that have been like they see your name, they see your photos, and you know all the promotion. The video just dropped. So no a lot feelings. Of people, No Feelings is out right now, so go check that out. But I think this would be a good opportunity for people to actually get to know you because they hear the music. Yeah. But I think it would be good for people like, who is he? Yeah. So that's why I'm glad we got you. But before we get to all that stuff, you were supposed to perform or be at the b.e.t. Awards this past month. Man. And I seen that you went on your live and something happened with the flight or something. What happened?
Man, shouts out to Delta Airlines.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I really don't want to burn no bridges with Delta because I still probably got to fly with these motherfuckers. But, man, they kind of screwed me on my, man, they really screwed me like 3 times, man. They screwed me 3 times.
Damn.
Man. Like the first time I went, they canceled, they told me that the card, my credit card, it showed back as fraudulent activity.
Fraudulent activity?
Yeah, because it was,
what does that even mean?
Because the round way trip, was like $800.
Okay.
And it was so much money that poured out for the airline ticket, they showed back as fraudulent activity. But whenever we went to the airlines, we found out that it wasn't even fraudulent activity. Matter of fact, they even charged the card, you know? So after they charged the card, you know, there was like, well, they sent an email to my manager, Katrina L. Broussard, Boss S Management. And they was like, well, we deeply apologize and blase, and some shit that I ain't want to hear. And they gave me like a little voucher or something like that. But
they always try to give you the voucher.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So after that, you know, it is what it is. You know, it probably was meant for me not to even go because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking like as far as Tupac, Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Whenever there was foreign scene, they had that warning before they even went. You know what I'm saying? Before the tragedy, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. them boys. You know what I'm saying? There was forewarned, you know?
Yeah.
So it probably was meant for me not to go on that level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, I hit the essence though.
There you go. So something still good came out of it.
Yeah, something came out of it.
So how was that experience out there?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm from Louisiana.
Yeah, that's out there, your hometown.
Lil Louisiana, but I ain't never really been to New Orleans, man.
Is that right?
Yeah, man. And when I went over there, man, I felt that historical vibe. So, you know what I'm saying? As far as the people, but I saw, you know what I'm saying? It was the places that moved me, you know?
Yeah.
So as far as the places, shouts out to New Orleans. Man, I ain't even gonna lie. It was great. I met a lot of, I mingled with the stars, met a lot of people, shook hands with greatness, and, you know, I got a lot of business out of it.
That's good. That's good. shout out to Katrina out there with Boss S Management. How did you link up with her? We was, I was educating me on the behind the scenes stories. Y'all actually go way back.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to John J. Johnson and Raynard and LCB out there. But me and Katrina went to school together. She was in a higher grade than me.
Okay.
After that, she had moved and stuff like that. I had resided in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So
we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah. So after that, one of my good friends, Dallas, he had hit me up. He was like, "Hey, man, I got somebody that you need to meet." And at first, I was skeptical, so I had prolonged it. And
What made you skeptical? It was like
because I wasn't ready because I was still in the streets. You know what I'm saying, back and forth. And I'm the type of person that I don't like to put my problems on another problem. You know what I'm saying? Or my problems on another solution because that don't match. You know what I'm saying? Negative and positive don't match. So I was doing a lot of negative things and I didn't want to bring my negative energy around somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But shouts out to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I prolonged her and found out she was prolonging me. You know what I'm saying? So
I was doing the same thing.
She was doing the same thing to me. So
that's so funny.
I guess, God got a time that, you know what I'm saying, he gonna put people together and take people out of your life. So I'm just grateful that he put me in front of her. You know what I'm saying? She's an amazing woman.
Yeah. So since y'all linked up, like y'all been moving, y'all been putting a lot of work, y'all been traveling, y'all got stuff lined up.
Yeah.
She just shared with me, what was it, the other day? It was a video of you. You got some big things lined up.
Oh yeah,
you was on the phone with a very important person in this industry.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to say no names.
Nah, not yet, because I'm really about to shock the world on something. So
so you've been covering a lot of ground, like fast.
Matter of fact, I think I went from a local artist to a mainstream artist in like a month. And went from a mainstream artist to an upcoming star. Yeah. In another 2 months,
right? So, that's crazy growth.
Yeah,
that's quick.
That's fast because I've been in the industry for 20 years.
Oh, okay, so you've been making music for a while.
Yeah. Shouts out to High Water Entertainment. That was my first group. And we was traveling and doing this. But as far as the business side, I didn't know no business. I didn't know the groundwork. When you build a house, you start from the bottom. So I was trying to nail a roof, you know what I'm saying, to to the floor, and it didn't work. So I guess I went back to the streets, and that's how it was, man.
Yeah. Wow, that's great, man. But I'm excited to see what's going to, I already could just see where you about to go with this.
Oh, yeah.
Like I told you, I've been listening to this album, 100, for like 3 days straight. Just been bumping it. And if y'all listen, y'all want to get to know this man, know his music, go ahead and pick up that 100 album right now.
Oh, yeah, man. Y'all can go on any social mainstream. You can go on Google Play Music, Apple, Spotify. Matter of fact, every mainstreaming site out there.
Yeah. I wanted to start off with the show is named Cloth Talk Podcast, but when I listen to your music, like I didn't even have to like meet you to know that you're cut from a different cloth. Yeah. Cuz like if you listening, you pay attention to lyrics, you can actually know a lot about a person without even have to meet them. Like I feel like I know like where have you been, where you came from, and where you're at today just by listening to your music, like really paying attention. So with that being said, like you being cut from a different cloth, right? Like what does that mean to you? Because you're not just like the typical regular artist out here that's just making fucking music.
I feel like music is a universal language. Mm-hmm. If you was Chinese, you speak Chinese. If you was Jamaican, you speak Jamaican. I think I said that right.
Whatever language they speak.
Whatever lingo they speak. But
they about to kill you in the comments.
Nah, they don't kill me in the comments. Shouts out to Jamaica. And they potholes. Man, I just express myself through music, man. Cause music is an expression of how you feel inside, and most artists they didn't have that person to vent to, so they picked up a pen and a pad and they wrote down their life. And really and truly, that's all I did with this album, Miss 100. Actually, I wrote this in prison, and actually. You know what I'm saying? It's just coming successful. So,
wow.
you know, as far as my life goes, you know, I'm going to put everything that I can in it. And as far as my music, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to express my life in it, you know?
Yeah, with that video that your manager sent me, like I just could see your drive and your passion. It's like, man, I'm just looking at this guy like with the sweat. I mean, it looked like you was like,
that
like,
was
this
like
is
it's
my
real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be faking up front. You know what I'm saying? I don't sugarcoat nothing. But as far as anything that I put in, I'm gonna put my passion in. You know?
Yeah.
You know, so. I just feel like, you know, music is my life. Really, music saved me, you know?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you something. Like, you ever heard that saying, like, life is what you make it?
Oh, yeah.
Do you believe that? Or do you believe, like, you're put, or certain individual, not you particularly, are put in a position to be forced to live a certain life that you have no control of? Because I always kind of, like, battle with that. Like, is life really what you make it? Or are you making decisions that then alter how your life is? What is your take on that?
I feel like I can go a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah.
I feel like life, I done learned this all about numbers, man. You gonna you born with a number, you're gonna die with a number.
Break that down.
Right now, as far as political, however you want to say it, political, community, family, man, if you don't have numbers, if you don't have money, if you don't have that grind, that bread and that butter, man, it is so hard to be even recognized as yourself because you lose yourself, you know what I'm saying? So people, I don't idolize money, but I want money for my kids. My kids need to eat, my kids need to go to college. But as far as anything out of the ordinary, I feel like life is not what you make it. Life is what you give. You know?
Wow, that's an interesting perspective to have. So I think a lot of us are looking at life, or we kind of individualize it. Like, it's me.
Nah, it ain't.
You're looking at it like,
because
it's beautiful to give.
Knowledge, man. That's all about life, man. You pass on knowledge, man. You teach your kids teach their grandkids, and you sure don't want to leave behind a legacy of, you know what I'm saying, wishy-washy. So, man, really and truly, man, I just try to keep myself humble as possible. I keep myself grounded. I remember my roots, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all my fans, because my fans, you know, they'll tell you. They'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? So
that core audience that
they'll tell you. So as far as, man, anything I do, man, I'm gonna give my all, and I like to give, man. You know what I'm saying? Wow,
it's rare to meet a person like that who's not like so self-centered. And that just want all this gratification just for them. You're looking at, I would need to put myself in a position to where I can do that.
Yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't even be in this predicament without other people, you know? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be right here if it wasn't for Katrina. I wouldn't be here for my team, you know? I wouldn't be here without my fans, because if my fans ain't listening to me, shit, who else listening to me?
You got no career.
I don't got no career.
20 years making music, man. Like, I'm pretty sure you've seen trends change. You done seen music change. The industry has changed. Have you ever found yourself in like a situation where you just like want to fuck rap, man? Fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm done with this whole music.
Like I said, I started off with Hot Water Entertainment. And we was traveling. We was a young, energized, energetic group, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
So how many was it, y'all?
It was like 7 of us.
Damn, a big ass group.
It was a big ass group, man. And we started with the CDs, you know, hitting the block and walking like miles and miles, man.
Putting that groundwork in.
But like I said, I ain't got incarcerated. I did 7 years, and in those 7 years, I had learned to step away from music and find myself. You know what I'm saying? Cause I wasn't Lil Louisiana, you know. I wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was steady trying to follow a trend. And my daddy always told me not to be a follower, be a leader. So I had sat back, and during those 7 years, I didn't listen to no music or nothing.
Wow.
I ain't listen to nothing. So as far as the trend, I really didn't go off the trend. You know what I'm saying? Until one day, I guess I was working out, and I heard a song. and I was hearing a song for all my life, Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
Okay, yeah.
And I listened to his words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, got a whole different
I
perspective.
got a whole different perspective off of Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Ain't that something, huh? I think I done switched my color on this. But
right. So that song really, like, you listen to it differently that times. Like, wait a minute.
I listen to music all different now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
At first, I used to listen to the track. I used to listen to the 808.
Yeah.
Because I was in a band. I was, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Matter of fact, I played football and I dressed out from the football going to the band room. You
Damn.
know? So, man, I used to listen to the track more than I listen to the words.
Yeah.
But now I listen to what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Because every artist, every true artist got a belief, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's amazing, man. So let's dig into this album, which I'm excited to talk to you about. Like I was telling you, like before we started recording, like some of my favorites off the track, but I believe the whole album is like you can listen to it top to bottom.
Yeah.
And it's balanced. I mean, you got records for the strippers, for the strip club.
Oh yeah, MCM.
Yeah. You got records for the ladies. You got
body language.
You got records for the streets.
Oh yeah, no fillers. That's law.
That's right. You got records for the trunk, for the subs.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Arrogant.
There we go. And you got those personal records for, you know, that really touch home.
Dear God, do you feel me? Now, do you feel like I feel?
Yeah, that's my favorite right there. Oh man, so what I want to talk about is like the creation process of this album, because you spoke on it earlier that you wrote most of this or damn near the whole thing while you were incarcerated.
Yeah, majority of the album I wrote incarcerated.
Okay. So when you were creating this, right, did you foresee or know what it was going to be, or were you just writing?
Man, really and truly, man, I ain't had no one to talk to, man. Commissary wasn't coming in.
Yeah.
You know, visitation stopped. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I got shipped to a satellite camp. So I didn't really have nobody.
Yeah.
And
you and your thoughts.
Man, it was just me and my thoughts, man. At first, I had did it as far as an outlet. And then I was like, man, look how my craft is becoming greater. So I was like, you know what, man, it's time. You know? Yeah. It's time.
Wow. How long did it take you to write it? Or was it like day by day?
Man, it was day by day. I could write a song real fast, but as far as I really most songs come to me when I'm sleeping.
What?
Yeah, ain't that something? I wake up and
the whole
I have
song in your head.
A whole song, man. I wake up with a pen and a pad, like, man, hold on, that was tight. Let me write this down, man. You know?
Damn. So I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I'm talking about because as far as your mind, whenever your body rests, your mind keeps going. You know what I'm saying? As far as your dreams, as far as your vision, as far as your subconscious, you know what I'm saying? Because it never stops. Yeah. And matter of fact, whenever you're sleeping, you are brighter. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You're getting that rest. You know what I'm saying? You're getting your energy. You're recharging your battery.
Yeah.
And I guess, I don't know what it is, man. I always come up with the best songs when I'm sleeping, man.
Wow.
I just have to make sure that I have a pen and a paper on the
it.
side, because if I wake up and if I eat something, it's over with. I'm thinking about bacon and eggs and all type of stuff.
That song is gone.
It's over with.
How many verses or songs have you like scrapped? Like I don't like it and you started over. Do you scrap a lot of stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I am my worst critic. I am my biggest critic. Yeah.
I found that like with a lot of you artists that so far as many as I've interviewed and had on here on the show, y'all are very, very hard on y'allselves more than anybody.
By anybody.
I'm like, it's like, is it a perfection thing, or is it? I feel like I can do this better. It can be better. Like, what is it?
I think it's like a perfection thing, man.
Trying to
like as far as I strive to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? I strive to be perfect on every area, every aspect of my life. Yeah. So as far as anything like that, man, I just try to keep it perfect, man. Yeah. But you know, some things, you know, I can't write everything perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I don't write it perfect, I look at it like, man, it didn't come out right like I was thinking, like, you know. Yeah. So I scrap it. But most people be like, man, why you threw it away?
That was
man?
good.
Yo, that was good, man. I was like, nah, I could do better.
Right.
You know? Wow. I think I always say that, man. I could do better on this, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. The intro record.
Yeah, the intro.
Oh man, like the title of it is 100 the album, and I think that was the perfect way to set that bitch off. Straight bar work. Yeah, no work. Music, no nothing, just you beating on your chest and going in.
Cause that's how it was in jail, man. They ain't have no instruments, no 808s and stuff. So shit, that's all you had was your fist and your chest. So
was it important for you to set the album off that way with that freestyle?
Yeah, because I wanted everybody to know that it is about language, man. It's about just feeling, man, the energy. I wanted people to hear me, you know what I'm saying? Whenever it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I'm saying? See, somebody could say bitch and it mean bitch like four different ways. You know?
Negative, positive,
homie. You could sometimes you could slide even tell a female, hey, bad bitch, you know what I'm saying? But
it's not disrespectful.
It ain't disrespectful, but I feel like as far as how I did it, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be as raw as possible. The Tupac form, you know?
Yeah. How many takes did that take?
Actually, it took one take, man.
You got that down in one take? Yeah, God damn. That's a hell of a take.
Yes. Most of my tracks come out one take, man.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You really are perfectionist.
Yeah, if I spit something, I'm going to make sure that I spit it right, man.
Yeah. Who were, as far as like, you know, I'm paying attention to a lot of the lyrics and everything and the song sequencing. Who are some of the producers on this? Like the beats, the production is amazing.
We got Young Lando, man. We got Mickey Guns, man. We got Young Shy, man. Yeah. We got Legion Beats, man.
So you with some heavy hitters
right there. You know, shouts out to Gabe and them boys. You know, man, it's been up, man. So
yeah, that's dope. Let's take a quick break right here on Cloud Talk Podcast. We got a lot more to talk about with Lil Louisiana right here on Cloud Talk. Let them know right now where they can get the album, where they can follow you and all that good stuff.
All right, man. Y'all can follow me on IG, man. That's Instagram at Lil Louisiana 1983. Let me go ahead and spell it for y'all. LILLOUISIANA 1983. That's on Instagram. And you can follow me on Facebook at C Louisiana. That's C with two E's. That's CEELOUISIANA. I hope y'all can understand my lingo, because you know what I'm saying, I'm a Creole, you know what I'm saying. And my album Miss 100, man, it's on every mainstream. Matter of fact, you can go on YouTube, just type in Lil Louisiana, boom, it's gonna pop up.
There you go.
Spotify, Google Play, Apple, man, everything.
Everywhere.
Everything.
And follow Boss Ass Management. If you're an independent artist and you need some management, I guess can we plug Boss Ass Management Company?
Like I say, man, I strive on perfection, and I hang myself around greatness. So
these gotta be quality people.
If you trying to come on our team, well, really not our team, Katrina L. Broussard's team, Boss Ass Management, I bet you. If you ain't perfect, if you ain't perfection, if you ain't blessed with the music or the gift, oh my God, she is so blunt. Hold on, check this out. You need to go back to the studio, get your money back. You know, that's how she is. So I respect that. I respect that. Hell yeah, I respect that.
Right on.
Yeah.
We'll be right here, right here on Cloud Talk Podcast. Don't go nowhere.
I'm Martin Luther King, I'm Barack Obama in some true religion jeans. I'm ballin', NBA live money, flipping like Simone Biles in the final five, like 5 bands, 10 bands, 20 bands, 30 bands, 40 bands, 50 bands. I go fuck on 50 rags and go get it back. Looking at your stand like, nigga, what is that like? Walking in the golf screen like Bayside. I just fucked your bitch and passed her to my partner. Black 40 be my bodyguard like Kevin Costner. Like John Q, nigga, I ain't got no heart. Walk around with $1 million, that's $1 million man Mars. Like, I'm Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King. I'm Barack Obama in some true religion jeans. I'm ballin', NBA live money, flipping like some old bars in the final five. Like 5 bands, 10 bands, 20 bands, 30 bands, 40 bands, 50 bands. I go fuck on 50 rags and go get it back. Looking at your stand like, nigga, what is that like?
All right, we're back right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. The man, the myth, the legend is here. Lil Louisiana is still in the building. He was just telling us a story. They called him Jesus.
Oh man, then they put the Nazareth on there.
Jesus of Nazareth. Man, when you're on stage, right? Like, are you even conscious of what you're doing, or are you just like off of just energy?
Man, I black out. I be more comfortable on stage. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I even go a little further, man. I feel comfortable around multitudes of people.
Yeah.
Than one person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because that one person, you gotta focus, and you gotta, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it. Whenever I'm performing in front of large crowds, man, I ain't even gonna lie. I just think about nothing.
Right.
I don't even think about my lyrics, man.
Goddamn. So
I just go in.
That's funny. The more the people are, the more you're in your comfort zone.
Man, I'm more comfortable with a lot of people.
That's crazy. All right, so still talking about this album, man. You just dropped the announcement. Like, this ain't even like for you new material, but for us, this is like an introductory to you. But y'all don't even know I got much more than what y'all hear.
Man, I got some more in store. You know.
Yeah. So when I'm listening to music, I believe you could tell a lot about a person just by listening to their music, which I was telling you a little earlier before we started recording. To me, it seems like you're a person who's based on principle and loyalty. When I hear this, is that accurate? A fair assessment of you? Like you're a principle based person. You move on principles and loyalty.
And energy.
And energy. Has it always been that way for you? Because you're cut from a different cloth. It hasn't always been that way.
No.
You had to get to that point.
I was real oblivious to a lot of stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was real self-centered.
Yeah.
I was broken. You know.
Yeah. At that time when you were in that brokenness and self-centered, did you acknowledge it, or were you just like, fuck it, this is how it is. This is just me.
Man, I really kind of gave up.
Damn.
I really kind of gave up. Like, if anybody don't know, I tell y'all my story, man. I was addicted to synthetic marijuana.
Really?
Man, I'm talking about bad. I'm talking about and how it is right now. My neighborhood is infested with it.
Oh, boy.
I'm talking about then it goes back to the point that it's not the adults, it's the kids.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I was selling it. I was smoking it. It got to the point that I lost everybody in my family. You know what I'm saying? My mom, man, my kids. I lost everything.
Damn.
Lost my house, my car, lost everything. Man, I was sleeping in an abandoned house.
All right, and I was going to bring all that up because, like, I mean, it's all in your music, and that stuff that stood out to me. Like, goddamn, this dude, like, this story is just like, I want to sit down with this man and just like get to know his story. So, like, when you're before that, what I wanted to know is like, it's one of my favorite records, Dear God. There's a line in there where you said, "I learned from my old school. He doing life." Yeah. And I just wanted, what did you learn from him?
Oh man. This dude, man, his name is Cleofus.
Cleofus.
Yeah, Mr. Cleofus, man.
Where's Cleofus today? Do we know?
Oh man, last time I saw him, he used to stay in Marsville, Louisiana. Okay. And he they call him a Vic. You know, whenever you go to jail, somebody that frequently repeat itself up in jail and spend long, lengthy sentences.
Oh, okay.
They call him a Vic. And,
okay.
So he was like, man, I see potential. I see greatness in you. Then he started telling me about his life. He started telling me about his kid's life.
Yeah.
He started telling me about the life that he expect whenever he do get out, if he did get out. And man, I ain't even gonna lie, man. He was like more of a father figure. So whenever he was especially talking to me, I took heed, you know?
Yeah.
So it was real motivational, inspirational
Wow.
talk. So
how like obviously you met him while you were doing, you know, time. How like what was he in for? What did
he was up in there for murder.
Wow. Murder. Then there's another line in there where he said, "Mama bipolar, my brother got arrested, best friend died, baby mama stressing, ducking the PO."
Yeah.
I mean, and it just goes on and on. I'm 2-time felon.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn. I'm like, did this dude get a break?
Man, but what it is like you say, life is what you make it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to, look, I'm going to tell you like this, man. If anybody out there in them streets, like your mama say, your daddy tell you, your grandfather, matter of fact, your next door neighbor, if he's an old school, you know, he going to tell you, hey, man, there's only two things, man. Only two things is going to come out of this.
Yeah.
Jail or the graveyard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
God damn. Your brother passed?
Nah.
Okay.
No, I called him my brother. He was with Hot Water Entertainment.
Okay. Like a brother.
Lil Joe, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he passed. He got shot in Las Vegas.
Damn. How did that affect you? Or y'all like close? I mean,
man, it affect me still today, man. I had canceled a show from Las Vegas, man. I'm kind of scared to go out there, man, because the cops shot him, you know?
Oh, wow.
You know?
What happened there? Was like
he
profile some shit?
Out there, you know what I'm saying? They said that he was trying to rob somebody, but he's the type of person, you know what I'm saying? He always keep a gun because he had got shot before.
Oh, okay.
So he keep it for protection. And the cops ran up on him, and I guess he was intoxicated or anywhere, and they said that he walked towards them aggressively.
Yeah.
So they shot him, and Sarah Bradshaw, you bitch ass girl, cop or whoever you was, you know what I'm saying, shot 3 times. You know what I'm saying? How you try to stop somebody by shooting? You were shooting to kill. So really and truly, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I'm kind of scared, but now I'm not, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm changed, you know what I'm saying, I'm not on that level.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying, I'm going out there as far as inspiring and, you know, spreading my music.
Yeah. Of course, people are listening. They probably want to know, like, oh, he's a felon. What did he do? How's he a 2-time felon? So how did you? Obviously, you know, you were telling us a little bit earlier. You know, that you got involved in that street life at a young age. You know, doing what you got to do to survive. So how did you end up getting in? You know, a felon. What did you do? What happened?
I got caught with I did a armed robbery.
Armed robbery. That's both times for the felony.
Actually, they tried to convict me for 2 armed robberies.
Oh wow!
And for arraignment, they even offered me 40 years. So I went back, and that's when I met Cleofus, Mr. Cleofus, and he was just telling me all type of stuff that I needed to do and how I need to do it.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't tell me what I needed to do. He was telling me, boy, you need to do this.
Yeah.
You know, so
there's no option.
There's no option, because you know what I'm saying. And through the grace of God, man, they dropped it to a simple robbery. They maxed me out on a simple robbery, gave me 7 years.
Wow, so that's how you ended up in there. Wow. During that 7 years, or like when that gavel went down, the judge, wow. 7 years.
Man, I was shaking like a leaf.
I was saying, like, at that moment, what the fuck is going through your head?
Man,
like,
I was shaking like a leaf, man, sweating. I was shaking. I was like, man, I couldn't stop. I couldn't stay still. And then, you know what I'm saying, my family was up in there. So whenever I was real tunnel vision. But whenever I heard, you know what I'm saying, my mom and them, you know what I'm saying, that's what really kind of, you know, got me back to like, man, you know, I did this.
Man.
So, man.
And the bell come take you off.
Yeah.
You look back, that final look.
I look like mama.
Oh, man. Wow. Then there's some more lines in that record. Staying on Dear God, sleeping in abandoned homes. Cousin got HIV. Son crying. You talking to yourself like you got to man up.
Yeah,
you know, it's time to man up.
It's time to man up.
How does with that? How does one man up?
All right.
How does one do that?
Put God first. Put God first.
Period.
In everything, and then you as an individual, you got to work on yourself. See, other people try to save other people, but it's just like a plane. Like whenever they say you're in a plane going down, you assist yourself before you assist your kids, because your kids can't assist you. So it's some things that you got to do for your kids. Your kids can't do for you.
So you're like, in order to do that, you literally got to become a different person.
I'm a whole different person, a whole creature, man.
So I imagine you probably had to cut some people off.
Oh man,
like
did
this.
I?
They probably be cussing you out. Fuck Louisiana.
Man, right now
he can't come back to the city.
What was the cold thing about it? Shit.
Start popping that shit.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do all that shit, but guess what? I'm making that money though.
Let him come down this block.
Yeah, let him come down this block. But guess what? I'm coming in tinted windows.
Oh man, do you look back at that like where you were at that time in your life, like? Just looking back, like, man, like, I really, like, came a long fucking ways.
Yeah, and I get reminded that all the time, man. Like, you know, like, I don't, a lot of people, you know, probably atheists or however, but I'm a God-fearing man, and sometimes a God will turn your whole world upside down for you to know right side up. So I look back in my life, and I just be, like, thankful for all the stuff that I done went through. You know, I be thanking them, be like, man, I'm glad I got that sip of robbery. I'm glad I done smoked that stuff. Glad I done slept up enough, because that showed me not the route to go, not the route to teach my kids, not the route to teach other kids, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a real activist in my neighborhood. Yeah. And really and truly, I'm an activist more, you know what I'm saying, just people, man. Yeah. No matter the color, no matter the different cloths. You know?
That's right. Yep. Speaking of kids, how many kids do you have?
I got 3 kids, 3 beautiful kings, man.
Right,
yeah.
All boys.
All boys, man. Matter of fact, my oldest son's birthday in a couple of days, man. Okay. Shouts out to you, man.
Right on. Being a parent, a black father, you know, who's experienced everything that you did. When they were younger, were they old enough to understand what dad was going through, like with the
my oldest son. My oldest son about to turn 14.
So that he's seen what.
Man, at first, you know, when I first went to jail, I was, you know, lying. Daddy at his work, daddy at job. Yeah. But you know, kids, whenever they get to the certain age, they know daddy ass ain't at work, you know. So you know what I'm saying. I had broke it down to him, and he was, you know what I'm saying. I'm glad that his mother, and I'm glad that his stepdad, you know what I'm saying, because I'm the type of person that I don't believe in unfairly rulings because of how, you know what I'm saying, certain relationships go, because I want everybody to be great. I want everybody to be happy. Yeah. And I really, you know what I'm saying, I really thank dude while I was incarcerated, you know what I'm saying, for teaching my kids the right values, the right responsibilities, and the right morals in life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I be giving my hats off to the dude, like, man, you know what I'm saying, you did that. Yeah. Hey, but daddy on, yo. You know, daddy on.
That's right. I always just think about that, like, if I was in that position, like, if I was locked away and I had, you know, my son or daughter or whatever, kids, like, I don't know how I would feel. Like, damn, I can't be there. Like,
especially
like my son got to look at me through these bars.
When they come see you, man, then you through that glass window. That's when I feel like every parent, if they do have any type of love in their body for their kids, whenever they see their kids through that man, it's gonna break them. Matter of fact, it's gonna get to the point that you gonna be like, man, don't bring my son over here. Right. Don't bring him. You know what I'm saying? Because
you don't want to see you like this.
I don't. You know?
Wow. Arrogant. One of my another favorite records. Is Lil Louisiana really arrogant?
Oh man.
Are you an arrogant person? Or do we need to ask people around you?
I'm arrogant on certain circumstances. Yeah.
All right, break it down.
As far as a female wise.
Okay.
Man, fuck y'all, for real, man, straight up. For real, look. No, no. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Look, as far as a female wise, fuck them. If they do not look, if they do not,
They about to kill you, man.
man. I gotta be real, man. It's 100.
What the
It's
fuck
100.
you think he is?
It's 100, man. It's 100. As far as a female wise, look.
Bitch.
As far as a female wise, you know what I'm saying, that don't treat themselves, because there's a difference between a female, a hoe, and there's a difference between a queen. You know what I'm saying? So as far as a female wise, man, fuck them. Because, you know what I'm saying, a female is straight devious, straight vindictive. You know what I'm saying? And they are emotional creatures. You know what I'm saying? A queen can stand by you. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, a queen, instead of trying to take your crown, they'll adjust your shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shouts out to all the queens out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, right. I got back on board on that one, you know? So, but as far as a female, man, fuck them for real. Because whenever you down and out, where they at? You know? Yeah. For real.
That's true. You know what, man? You say it just makes me think about, like, we hear a lot of women who talk about, I want a man who can do this. I want a man to do this. I want a man who's going to spoil me, treat me like this.
Yeah, like with the women that's going to be like, hey, man, I need a man that I could be able to, you know what I'm saying, live a life with. Someone that's 100. Like a relationship is not 50-50. People get that all the way screwed up. A relationship is 100. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to, who that was, Plies. I was listening to my homeboy Plies, man. Shouts out to him. A matter of fact, I'm going to Tampa in a couple of weeks. But he said that as far as a relationship, if you make $1,600, you know how much you live off of $1,600? You got to pay your rent. You got to pay your food. If you got kids, you got to pay your kids.
Yep.
Excuse me. And after that, it's gone.
Yeah.
But if you got somebody that's really supporting you, really 100 behind you, and they making, just say the 1,600 too.
Yeah.
Your remaining 200 and they 1,600, man, y'all go do what y'all gotta do. Y'all start something, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is about stability, man.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't find somebody that do that, you know what I'm saying, you need to just go ahead and break wind, man. Just go ahead and just leave them alone and be like, man, you know what? I understand that you cute. I understand that you funny, but your morals is all fucked up.
Yeah.
All the way.
I think there's a lot of relationships where you with someone who's just like letting you do all the work, making you do it. It's like it's just blood sucking.
Just blood sucking. As soon as they hit, that's the type of motherfuckers that hit the lottery too. Yeah. They hit the lottery and leave they motherfucking ass. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, man, it's like you rub your shoulder against his, man, whenever your back itching, man, instead of putting it against the wall, man, turn around and let her scratch it. You know what I'm saying? You turn around and scratch us, you know? Yeah. So it goes hand in hand.
Yeah. Another record I want to talk about with you, I Ain't Cupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a line in there that say, I'd rather die before I live a lie.
Man.
Woo, that stuck out to me like a sore thumb. Yeah. Is that going back to the type of person you are when you say you're a very principled person, you live on, you know, good morals and things like that? Yeah. You know, saying something like that, like, I'd rather die before I live a lie. Yeah. That says something about you that you walk and want to walk in truth. And only truth.
That's it. And I'm the type of person that I'd rather hurt you with the truth than try to comfort you with a lie. You know,
I think a lot of us do that. Like we
man,
we lie and say we're protecting like you said, like don't tell tell my son I'm at work.
Yeah, man, don't tell him the truth, man, because that probably be something that he needs to hear. You know. Yeah. Man, daddy, you ain't at work. You a liar. Yeah. Man, I hate a liar.
Yeah. I think that causes more harm man,
it's a trickling effect. My daddy told me if you tell a small lie, it turn to a big lie. So, man, I try to avoid that, man. I get away from all that.
Yeah. Is there within that line, it got me thinking, like, when we're talking about like in the streets, like living streets, the code of the streets, there's a lot of unwritten rules that are in the street like that you don't like have to like voice or say, but when you're in that life you just know. Yeah. You just know certain ethics. Can you kind of like break that down for people who are listening who may not understand that?
Right now, if you look at every American gangster, every American gangster loved. They love so much. I'm talking about they love so much they jeopardized. They jeopardized their own self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as Frank Lucas, as far as John Gotti, as far as Pablo, as far as El Chapo, as far as Nicky Bonds, as far as Kenny Boo. You know what I'm saying? They love, man.
Yeah.
And if you love something, you're going to fight as much as, you know what I'm saying? I feel like as far as any mob, that's the reason why they cut the outside interference and kept it straight family, you know?
Yeah.
And they was doing something. They figured that the government, you know what I'm saying? The government is our biggest enemy. You know, so why not form our own government that's gonna take care of our people better than the government is taking care of our people? Because the government really don't care, like talking about it. They put so much chemicals in cigarettes. They put drugs. They put drugs in neighborhoods. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And they tell them, oh man, it's okay. It's pharmaceutical, like as far as synthetic weed. Yeah. Or synthetic anything. The FDA. You know what I'm saying, ban something and the government produces another chemical. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they tried to manipulate the system and they put it out there, and whenever the FDA bans something again, you know what I'm saying, that's all they're doing is just making another stronger substance. And what it is if I feel like that it's all a part of their plan, you know what I'm saying? So like if they ban something, they're gonna recreate something stronger. You know what I'm saying? As far as Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying? The Nipsey Hussle, pharmaceutical companies. You know what I'm saying? Pharmaceutical company is the most. You know what I'm saying? Major pharmaceutical companies could turn around and be like, hey man, they got that pharmaceutical money. Yeah. Big industry. Yeah, big industry. So if you're trying to stop that pharmaceutical company from making any type of profit, it's just go back to the gang. The government is a big old gang, man. You know what I'm saying? So they'll turn around and they'll be like, hold on, you messing with our money. We can't do what we, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just off them. Yeah. You know, so that's how it is, man.
Talk about organized crime, man. God damn. Man, you just dropped some juice. I hope y'all listening. God damn. Yeah. We're going to take one more break. We got more stuff to talk about with Lil Louisiana right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. Let them know again where they can get the album and follow you and all that good stuff.
All right, man. Y'all can go to iTunes, man. Y'all can go to SoundCloud, Reverb Nation. Man, matter of fact, y'all look up Louisiana on Google.
Oh, we can Google this, man.
Google me, you know what I'm saying? But, man, y'all go ahead and if y'all wanted to go ahead and listen to the album, y'all check out YouTube, man, Lil Louisiana, and just type in It's 100. Matter of fact, you scroll, I think like one time down, and you go ahead and check out that No Feelings video. Yeah, check out the video. Shouts out to Dylan Verdon TV on that visual, you know?
Dope video.
Oh, yeah.
Right on. Make sure y'all keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. We're right here on Cloth Talk Podcast.
Whipping up a sauce, me Casamiana. Got old school, no fifth wheel, no ceilings. To my side bitch, no talk back, no chit chat, no feelings. No feelings, 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 no feelings. To my side bitch, no talk back, no chit chat, no feelings. I'm 32, but I pray to God that I live longer than Jesus. Locked up like animals through pinholes, they'll feed us. No commissary, no collect call, no mail call, no visit. My push-up game retarded, 1,000, no feelings. What I love that, but I'm numb to it. Got a heart that really don't feel her. My nigga Fancy told me once he'll live and die in that V-her. His fucked up pie, he spoke on it. Square biz, no four corners, fuck, no feelings. Swear to God, I need a hard donut. Down in piece of rock, mixed with Percocets and Soma. Never let them see you cry. Feelings in a coma. Daddy was a rolling stone. Mama was a loner. Uncle Shorty died of cancer. Nah, my ain't got pneumonia, but I got her. Nigga got the juice, talk a Tropicana. Whipping up a sauce, me Casamiana. Got old school, no fifth wheel, no ceilings. To my side bitch, no talk back, no chit chat, no feelings. No feelings, 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 no feelings. no talk back, no chit chat, no feelings. Got a yellow bone with Brazilian weave, got a pretty face with dimples. Took college courses in biology, but damn that bitch act simple. Got a lot of money, got a lot of niggas that'll claim to be my niggas. My niggas, fuck fake friends, they'll fold up like figures. Your feelings gon' fuck around, hurt you. Your main bitch gon' desert you. They'll cheat on you and curse you. Then worse, that's church. My attitude like pop. My attitude with these Glocks. My attitude with these rocks. So a nigga be like, fuck cops, fuck cops. My nigga Q, he in love with that straight drop. I cook it, then I sell it to him, but I pray to God he'll stop. Got a bad bitch, smoke mojo, watching bubble up on bubble. Her fuck face on A1, she'll suck dick, then Carl. I got her.
Back right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. Lil Louisiana is in the building, having a good time. Man, I wish I could divulge all this info I'm getting behind the scenes, but y'all gonna see everything later on. It's gonna make sense. Y'all gonna see it's happening right before our very eyes.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Y'all gonna see it happen. The album is 100. Make sure y'all go get it. My more songs on here that I want to talk to you about. My favorite record, if I had to pick one for me personally, is Do You Feel Like I Feel?
Yeah.
That's my favorite one. You talking about, I mean, if it's like, if I had to tell a person like, okay, like tell me about, if I had to point a song to someone and say, tell me who Louisiana is about, I will point them to this record.
Yeah.
This is where you will learn a lot about this man. You talking about sleeping in like abandoned houses. It's 5 a.m. on the corner. You're out there. You got into this, like you said, 12 years old. You're thugging.
Yeah.
16-year-old. You start smuggling.
Yeah.
I mean, how does a 12-year-old get into that, that type of lifestyle that quick and that young? Then you're talking about your brother teaching you how to, chop up drugs, and I'm like, man, you're a 12-year-old kid.
That's a personal question, but my father, he was there, but he wasn't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like as far as, because he was hooked on drugs, he used to do things, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't fatherly,
Yep.
And I learned from my older brother. And
how much older is he then?
He's 10 years.
10 years older, okay.
And I idolized him, I grew up, that was my role model, man. Like, I used to wear size 6 in shoes. He used to wear size 11, and just to wear his shoes, you know what I'm saying, to school. I used to wear shoes to school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big ass shoes. Everybody like, what the fuck? I'd be like, bitches, these some Penny Hardaways, though, But the reason why, because in any type of environment, in any type of low income, poverty, neighborhoods, kids resort to something they love, and during the neighborhood, I ain't gonna lie, Fisherville, that's my neighborhood in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and they show love. It just depends on the type of love they give. You know what I'm saying? That's the only love that some of them know. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they fathers, or they you know what I'm saying, they older brothers taught them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They learned that, man, mama's struggling. Man, the bills due.
Yep.
Man, daddy ain't over here, man. Something gotta happen. You know, something gotta shake.
Yeah.
So, man, I was like, man, you know what, man? Let me go out there. I don't want to see my mama crying. I don't want to see her sleeping, because, man, I was sleeping with rats and roaches. You know what I'm saying? I was sleeping in, you know what I'm saying? We got a big family. My mama is the type of person, you know what I'm saying? She got a gentle heart. So if somebody is going through something, she like, man, I know we don't got that much room, but it could make you a pallet,
Yeah.
So, I tried to refrain from, you know what I'm saying, having my mom and them hurt, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like, as I idolized, and my brother was my role model, so whenever he stepped up to be a man, I wanted to be that same man that he was, you know? So I had went, and I ain't even gonna lie, when I was growing up, the OGs, you know what I'm saying, around my neighborhood, they didn't want you to push no dope. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want you to be on the corner. Like, really and truly, my OGs, where I was coming from, they'll whoop your ass.
Like, what the fuck you doing?
Like,
out
what
here,
the
man?
fuck is
Get
you
your
doing
ass-
out here? You better get on that basketball court.
Right.
Man, you want some money? Huh, man, they go a few $100. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some shoes. Man, what your books do? Go get your books or whatever. That's the type of OGs. So that's the type of people that I was raised up under.
Yeah.
But my generation, we got lost. You know what I'm saying? We got confused on how to guide. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I was young, man, I was like, man, let me go ahead and try to jump to the, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I was a little slick, you know what I'm saying? So whenever they give me that $100, I be acting like I go shoot a couple of 3-pointers when they leave. I'm going right there to the dope man house, man. Let me get a quarter, man. My mama need these bills done. And I used to stand on the corner, man. They had them old school beepers.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
beepers, yeah.
And my brother, I used to look at my brother, and he used to, I'd be like, man, this code, teach me, man, this code right here is 22. This is for him. Wow. This code right here at the end is 35. This for him. Wow. So I remember it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with numbers. So he was like, man, look, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? And whenever he'll go, like, because my brother went to the Navy. Okay. And when he'll go to high school, when he'll come home, you know what I'm saying, he'll always hide it. And I hide under the bed, looking where he hide it at. And as soon as he leave, I go and pop his dope in half, you know what I'm saying, and go hit the block and shit like that. Yeah. But I was the type of person, you know what I'm saying, whenever he come back, he'll have some extra money because, you know what I'm saying, out of the dope that I sold, I'll put the money, be like, look, brother, this is what I did. And he looking at me like, damn, nigga, you got me like $250 more, but bring your little ass here, nigga, what I told you. My chest, beat me down and shit like that. That's the reason why I respect my brother to that point.
Yeah. Wow, man, that's amazing. So it's like with your painting, it's like people are forced in certain positions where you're young, but you got no other choice to do what you.
Man, they got 12-year-olds right now that got more responsibilities on their hand than 45-year-old man.
And at 12, you don't have time to think about, am I ready for this?
Yeah, because you robbing them out of their childhood.
Yeah.
I was robbed out of my childhood.
Do you feel like you lost a lot, like just getting into that street like that early on in your life?
I lost all my 20s.
Damn.
I lost all my 20s.
Damn.
And I think to think about it, man, I done lost all my teenage years because while my teenage years, I was trying to be a man instead of trying to be a teenager.
Damn. If it's one thing you could say to maybe someone who's listening that was like, that's in your position right now, that's a young kid out here living that life, doing what he got to do to put food on the table, and maybe he feel like there's no other way for him. What would you say to that person? I
feel like if anybody could sell dope, they could sell anything. If they could sell dope, they could sell anything.
Transferable skills.
That's it. It's like that's the only outlet. Like before I started traveling, I was in a box. But since I didn't saw almost all America, man, I see things. You know what I'm saying? I speak to other people and I see the way that life is supposed to be, because whenever you're in a small population, you know what I'm saying, it's small, man. That's why when New Yorkers be like, hey man, you on that slow living, you know what I'm saying? It's too slow out here, you know? I figured that out, you know what I'm saying? It's too small and it's reciprocal, you know what I'm saying? They repeat everything they see. Learning is more of a visual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a course that you could like right now. It's good that you can hear my music, but it's another thing to see me. You know what I'm saying? So you can see that side, that the reason why I spoke those words, the reason why, because right now, if anybody's watching and if they forced in that type of living arrangement, they have a lot of help. You know what I'm saying? But instead of taking the initiative to take that step, you know what I'm saying, and believing and having that faith that God gonna take all the rest of your steps for you, you're gonna be lost and you're gonna be trapped. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of people, staying on that topic, that people who are in that situation, they feel like no one will understand and no one would even believe that what they're saying is like, oh, you can't be living like that.
That's
that
what
ain't
it is.
True. Or they also probably will feel like that no one would give a fuck.
Because as far
I feel like
as
they like all alone, like, man, nobody don't hear me, man.
that, and they get discouraged on hate. When somebody tell you, man, you can't do this. Man, you can't do that.
Right.
Man, they be like, damn, I think I can't do that. Instead of being like, man, you just hating because I could do it and you can't. That's the type of motivation and mindset that you have to have.
Yeah.
The reason you got to think about it. Why is they hating? Why is they telling me I can't do it?
Yeah.
Because they don't know me. They don't know my situation.
Yeah.
They just seeing me. But you know what I'm saying? As far as any person that's out there that's in that type of lifestyle could sell anything.
Yeah.
I know right now, I know somebody who sell dope could sell you the shoestrings off his shoes. You know?
Man, it's all about just changing, I guess, like your mindset.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You gotta, it's an on and off switch.
Yeah. Staying on this song, Do You Feel Like I Feel? You talk about, which most men don't talk about, crying.
Yeah.
And it made me think about, there's a lot of discussion going on right now about toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
And that line made me think about, like, man, there's a lot of men who keep a lot of shit bottled in.
Yeah.
It's like, because how we're growing up, like you were talking about, at 12 years old, I ain't got time to I got to make shit happen.
Yeah.
Like, and it kind of hinders us from, expressing ourselves.
Yeah, being a human being.
You're like, I can't cry right now. I
man,
gotta go out here and get it.
And that's how it is. They program you to be a robotic, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as crying, man, your body is your body got its own defensive mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it's hot, guess what you do? You sweat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like that whenever you in pain. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that release. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It release. Matter of fact, as far as your brain, you know what I'm saying? Your brain release endorphins, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whenever you crying, you releasing endorphins, it gets you high. You know what I'm saying? In a certain level. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So as far as a man shouldn't be able to cry or a man should do this, who is to say that? Right. You know, who is the person that wrote the rules on being a man?
It's just not normal.
It's not really and truly. I'm gonna put it like this.
Yeah.
I will respect a man to shed a tear in front of me and then turn around, you know what I'm saying, and man up. That's the true meaning of manning up, man. Yeah, this and that. Now, there's a difference between crying and crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm saying? If you really, really just, you know what I'm saying, that hurt, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to cry, man. Yeah. It's okay because, you know what I'm saying, you still human. That makes you human. That makes your heart beat. Yeah. That makes me know that you do have love, you know? Yeah.
And unfortunately for us, we've been taught that makes you weak if you cry.
Oh, man, yeah.
Like, but stop crying.
Yeah,
pussy.
But look, check this out. Look.
It's like, damn, man.
But look how it is, though. Look how it is. They tell you, man, you can't cry. But they turn around and tell you that it's okay to wear skinny jeans.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Or turn around, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. You know, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, as far as a man, who can I just put as far as a man? Steve Harvey.
Okay.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, a good example of a man.
A good example of a man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll leave behind morals, he'll leave behind knowledge, and he ain't afraid to cry, especially over something great. Yeah. Whenever I'm gonna put it like this, I feel like whenever you get to the point that, you know, I reach that limit, you know what I'm saying, which I don't feel like is going to be that limit because I didn't come this far to come this far. Yeah. But whenever I do reach that type of level, man, I think I'm going to shed a tear. You know? Proudly.
No shame.
I probably even go on Facebook on live, you know what I'm saying, and shed a tear. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit hurts, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit hurts. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up to keep it bottled up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you get it bottled up, you know what I'm saying, it turns to anger, and anger turns to rage.
And that's not healthy.
And that's not healthy.
Yeah. Don't look pretty either.
It don't.
This man just murdered a fucking, god damn, why you kick that cat?
Damn, nigga, you should have just cried, nigga.
All right. I wanted to ask you something, talking about being cut from a different cloth. As an artist, right, and you've been, you know, doing this, like you said, for like 20 plus years with this music thing and you know, coming from the background that you come from, do you get upset when you see artists portraying a lifestyle and talking about shit that you actually went through and that they didn't? Does that piss you off when they portray that shit like, I actually went through this shit and y'all out here, you know?
I feel like if it's any profession,
Mm-hmm.
you can't be a firefighter claiming you a dentist.
Mm.
You can't be a lawyer claiming you a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's titles.
Mm.
And what makes you is what makes you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you turn around and project something that you're not,
Mm-hmm.
later on in life you're going to get exposed.
Mm. Wow.
You're going to get that mirror
Mm.
in front of you, and it ain't gonna look good.
Yeah, what they say, what's that saying? Whatever don't come out in the wash, come out in the rinse.
Oh man, whatever in the dark come out in the light.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, I think it's funny because like there's a lot of artists who try to see that and they just emulating an image.
That's it.
It's just an image that they're emulating.
Yeah, and that's following, man. I don't want to be no follower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as just say who's to say that somebody they ain't gonna have nobody else in the Bible.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
So who's to say that, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody else that is working and living that life that they should be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, God ain't stopped. God, you know what I'm saying? He's amazing, you know what I'm saying? And he writes stuff.
Yeah.
So as far as portraying something that you're not, that's all it's gonna do is just affect you in the later.
Yeah. Got two more questions for you that I'm gonna let you get out here. I know you're busy, man. You got things you gotta get to, gotta make happen.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel pressure to put on for your city?
Oh.
The reason why I asked that.
All right.
Because
all right. Let me sit up on this. And okay. I've been doing a lot of studying on that. And I've been doing a lot of talking to a lot of major people on that.
Mm-hmm.
Your city is going to hate on you more than anything possible.
The city which you come from.
The city that you are in is going to hate on you more. And I dealt with that firsthand. I tried to do, one of my homeboys, he had passed away. Well, he got killed. And I tried to do a fundraiser. And how it is, you know what I'm saying? That turned so ugly. Because I talked to his brother before I tried to do something. And in the process, I'm a busy man, and my time is money. So while I was out there, you know what I'm saying, I had got some raffle tickets, and how the raffle tickets was, all the money and proceeds was going to his kids. So I turned around and was selling the raffle. I was selling the raffle tickets for $1.
Okay.
And I sold 83 raffle tickets. And my community bashed me, said that I tried to just use his name as clout and pocket the money.
Wow.
And I'm like, man,
damn.
You know what I do at $83? That's an Uber. You know what I'm saying? That's a Lyft drive from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only thing it is, man, people need to understand that there are great persons. Matter of fact, it go like this. You're a local artist.
Yep.
And the only way that you can transition yourself as far as being a local artist is with the fan base and becoming mainstream. So whenever you got that converting, it's a very, very hard thing to do in your own city.
Yeah. Because
they're going to have people that's going to talk bad about you. That's going to give you bad reviews. That's going to give you 1 star when you are worth 10. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of artists in Lake Charles, Louisiana shouldn't be local artists. But they local artists because of their community is not supporting them the way that they should. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the days, you know, well, not even back in the days, New York.
Yeah.
I go to New York all the time, and they have unity is something like one person can rap.
Yep.
10 people behind them putting up money. That one person make it, put the 10 people on.
Yep.
But they some people is ass backwards. They be like, man, you know what? I don't need that or this and that. And then it turn around and be like, man, you know what, man? I could make it further than him. No, it ain't all about that. It ain't making it further than him. It's making it further, period.
Yeah, still talk about that me mindset.
Me. That's the reason why I feel like I did this 3 times. I went back to my home city.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, hey, man, I ain't even gonna lie, man. A lot of things popping off for me. So right now, man, my features, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna waive my feature just for y'all. I waive my feature price.
On love.
On love. I'm like, man, I ain't making no money.
Right.
But let's go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, get a song with me. So if I do,
Yep. We on.
if I do get on, on, you know, so, you know what I'm saying, you can have something, you know what I'm saying, that you could brand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do got a song with him. It ain't about me, man. It's about you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But I went out there twice, man. These people was looking at me like, I was like, all right then.
Wow.
But they got, you know what I'm saying? They got like a group of people that was like, man, you know what, man, let's go ahead and work. And I worked with them.
That's right.
And and 9 times out of 10, whenever this pop off, they you know what I'm saying, they could be able to sell that record to be able to, you know what I'm saying, produce something for their family.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'm all about giving, man.
Yeah.
It ain't about me, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why my manager and all my team get on my ass, be like, hey, man, you need to focus on you. But I'm the type of person that be like, man, what about, you know, you be like, man, you need to focus on you.
Yeah, you're
you
such
know
a
what
good
I'm saying?
dude. You want to help everybody.
I want to help everybody. That's me. I want to help everybody.
Yeah.
And even, I'm talking about mainstream companies, 3 of the labels, like, man, that ain't the way to go.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? As far as my community, they have great support, but they have bad support too.
Yeah.
It's like 60-40.
Yeah, 60-40.
And the 60 is more of the hating side.
Of course. that's how it is.
But hey, but look, check this out though. Without them though, without my true fans, without my true people, I wouldn't be in this predicament.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Without them, I wouldn't be sitting right here.
Yep.
Without them, I wouldn't be, man, I'd still be in that abandoned house.
Yeah.
So right now, man, I really be thanking them, and that's the reason why I try to give back to as much as possible.
Yeah. Wow. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Any parting words for the people? I think I've asked everything I wanted to talk to you about. Make sure y'all pick up the album, man.
Yeah, y'all go get that album, man.
If y'all listening to this conversation and y'all find this interesting and y'all really want to learn more about Lil Louisiana and his music and what he does, go ahead and pick up 100. It's out right now.
Y'all go get that.
Yeah, on all platforms.
Y'all go get that.
Any parting words for the people that you want to lead on with? We covered a lot.
Yeah, we did cover a lot, man. My parting words is, if you are doing something and if you are great at it, man, get off your ass and move around. Because if you're standing still, you're only speaking in one spot.
Dope. And where can they find you at again and follow you?
They can follow me at C Louisiana on Facebook. That's CeeLouisiana. Or they could go on Instagram. That is Lil Louisiana 1983. Let me go ahead and slow this down for my lingo, okay? LilLouisiana. And that's 1983 all together. And you can go ahead and get that album on Spotify, man. You can go get that on iTunes. You can go get that on Apple Music. You can go get that on Reverb Nation. You can go get that on Dead Piff. You can go get that on every major mainstreaming site, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And support. Pay like I did.
Yeah,
it's not even that much, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all go ahead and pay, man. Matter of fact, that's what I'm about to stop giving the YouTube link and just start giving the Apple Music link, you know, and that Google Play link, you know. So y'all go ahead and support the movement, man. You know what I'm saying? Because real talk, you know what I'm saying, my kids gotta eat. And this is the only way that my kids eat. If y'all go ahead and hit that link and y'all hit that button, that's $10.99, man. I know y'all got $10.99.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so y'all go ahead and hit that link And matter of fact, when y'all hit that link, y'all hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? With that bell on the side of y'all go to YouTube. But y'all subscribe to it. Let me get them streams. Let me get them streams. Them subs.
Yeah. Oh, and if there's anybody else listening who may be in different cities, are you going on the road? Can people catch you on the road? Shows coming up.
Oh man, look.
Any stuff you want to plug? Dates.
Right now we about to head to Detroit.
Yep. Detroit.
After Detroit, man, I gotta go to Homer, Louisiana.
Back home.
After Homer, Louisiana, I go to Atlanta. After Atlanta, I go to New York. Okay. After New York, I go to Lake Charles, Louisiana. I didn't want to say that right now because it's my first time performing in my home city.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So,
wow.
Yeah, I want to see how this going to turn out. It's going to be real crazy, man.
That's going to be interesting.
After Lake Charles, Louisiana, we got to shoot back to New York, and after New York, man, we come back into Columbus.
Right on.
Oh no! My bad. I gotta go to Tampa, Florida for plies.
Okay.
So
cool.
after Florida, we go to Ohio.
Dope. Man is on the move, making moves out here.
Yeah.
And if there's any serious artist that needs some management, let's go ahead and plug the homies management company.
Yeah, man. Look,
Katrina.
Check this out, man. Look, if y'all need,
I know y'all listening.
If y'all need some real professional management, man, no games. Cause if y'all working with her, y'all working with me. Y'all go ahead and y'all can hit up Katrina L. Broussard. That's on Facebook. Or you could go to Bosses Management. That's BOSSETTESMGMT. That is on Instagram. And you can even go to the website, man, and pull up Bosses Management. Man, she is a great person. She is a great individual, and she's a shark. In the game, you need a shark, you know?
Yep.
You don't need no tuna. You need that shark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's very respectful. She's very professional. And I put my name behind it. You already know it's 100.
There it is. Make sure you go ahead, subscribe, rate and review on iTunes, subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, and shouts out to Clout Talk, you know?
My man.
Talk. Yeah, you already know. Y'all go ahead and follow that. Y'all follow Clout Talk podcast on Instagram. Matter of fact, y'all can go on Facebook and follow Clout Talk podcast on Facebook, man. He's doing major moves, man. I appreciate just being here, man.
Appreciate you coming, man. I ain't gotta plug my show no more. Look at that.
Hey.
We'll see you on the other side. Goodbye.